What up, everyone? TBSS. Let me in, Perrito. Hi. Missed you guys, man. Missed you guys the last couple of days. Actually got pretty sick on Saturday night. Or Saturday, I was already feeling kind of sick, so I apologize for not being 100% to be out there for you guys. But yeah, barely getting over it though. It's been a rough last couple of days, so just wanted to give you guys a heads up real quick and let you know where I'm at. Make sure you guys know everything's all good, and just been a little bit sick, man, that's all. I'm not sick of you guys, sick in the head. What's good? What's up, OG Pelone? What's going on, guys? All right. Yes, sir. Katie, kid, man. What's up, Katie? Good to see you guys. Daryl Watts. Lou, what's up, Lou? Carlos Torres. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for always being a part of what we do. Can't stress to you guys enough how much it means for you guys to always check in when I go live and check out the videos. So I appreciate you guys. Often imitated, guys, but nonetheless, here we are. You guys like the new beard? Man, I had to give myself a trim. What do you guys think? I had to give myself a trim, man. I was getting tired of the madness. Plus, I'm sure it had a lot to do with me being sick, and I just got sick of everything. I got sick of the beard. No, I had to give it a trim because it was kind of like all over the place, and it was out of control. So, yes, sir. What's up, Molly? You know it. Just wanted to chat it up with you guys a little bit. I'm gonna be stuck in traffic for about an hour, so I figure I have a little bit of time to chop it up. You guys have any questions? What's up, Chuck Bronson? The man of the hour. Oh God. What's going on, guys? Lulu West up. And what is here, Mr. Lopez? What's good, Mr. Lopez? Yeah, I went out on Sunday, and I did get a semi-Shandu Sunday audit. I didn't really think it was worth posting, but I showed up, and right away this security guard for the church comes up, and he's like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And I'm just telling him, you know. And then he got mad. He was all mad, and right away he wants to, flag over the elders or whoever the hell it was. But the elders told him to leave me alone. And so he kind of left me alone for a little bit, but then I was across the street from the place. What's up, El Wolf? OG Pelon. And so then I go back across the street to the church, and I'm filming right there. Everything's going pretty good. And then I go back across the street to the security guy, and he's on the phone calling the cops. What a fool. He's over there giving my description: black hat, black shirt, blue, gray shorts, blah, blah, blah. And I waited for a while, but the cops didn't show up. They must have educated him over the phone, because he said, where is he stand? I guess they asked him, where is he standing, or where's he at? And he said, oh, he's across the street from the church. So that was already a red flag for the cops. They were like, we're not going to waste our time. This guy's across the street. So they never showed up. And then I really started feeling sick at that point. It started hitting me hard. So I just went home after that. I was gonna go hit another one, but yeah, I wasn't feeling too good, guys. It hit me pretty nasty Sunday. Started getting the chills and cold sweats, Felt like I was having a fever or whatever, but I was just having like body chills, and it was nasty. So I ended up just going home after that, but excuse me, guys. Still feeling the a little bit of sickness, but I'll get over it soon. I almost called out of work again today. I called off yesterday. Yesterday I was feeling like crap. I had a sweater on. It was hot as hell, and I still had a sweater on, going through all the emotions and stuff, and then this morning I got up and I just jumped out of bed and jumped in the shower. I was like, hell no, I gotta go and go sweat it out, It's better it's better if you sweat it out instead of trying to hold it in, so yeah, I got up and I went to work today. Luckily my first job was kind of a blowout. The ceilings were too high and I needed a lift to get up there, so they gotta order a lift for me to go back. That was about it. Thank you guys for tuning in, though. What did the fine finger say to the face? I don't know. Tell me now. Get back to work. Hurry up. Is that down? What's up, Andrew? Do it now. Michael Reed, Master of Reality. But yeah. I was feeling it. Sick ass trim on the barba. Is that down, Zay? I don't know. I kind of like it, actually. It's nice and clean, and it's not all over the place. I don't feel like I have a pillow under my chin. It's a sick ass pillow. Man, I almost cut my hair yesterday too. I was, I'm telling you, the sickness had me going through emotions. I was about to cut my hair off too. I was getting tired of this shit too. But I roughed it out. Thanks, Molly. Appreciate you. SS Morales, what's good, SS Morales? Hey, where you guys been, man? I haven't seen you guys in my live in a while. Buenas tardes a todos. Master of Reality. but that's about it, guys. Let's see if I put that little small clip. You know, maybe I'll just do a little short of the security guard this Sunday. But yeah, that was crazy. I really didn't think he was gonna call the cops on me because they told him to stand down, and he still ended up calling the cops. So who knows? Who knows? What's up, Tommy Wood? Damn, Paulie's here too? Sick. Haven't seen you guys in a while. You guys must not get my alerts, huh? You guys are not getting alerts? What's up, Rudy King? Frank the Tank. What brand is the blue pepper spray? I don't know. I don't think I have it in here. I don't know. I think it's the shit. I don't know. I'll check it out. I'll check it out for you guys, and I'll post it for you. Should be able to find it, and if you search for blue pepper spray, though. Sick, huh? 5-star general. Don't mess with SGV. Got the alert today for just fine, huh, Jason? Nice. Dang, that's crazy. Hurry up, get back to work. No, I'm going home. I'm done. I already put in my 2 cents for the day. Go, 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 go. Frank the Tank. 713 Shake. Some XL3. Where do I get XL3, guys? Tell me now. What's for lunch? Shit. I haven't even had breakfast yet. Let alone lunch. I don't know. I'm sure my wife will have something for me when I get home. I'm not worried about it. Actually, I had a Red Bull. I didn't have breakfast, but I did have a Red Bull a little while ago. About an hour ago, I had a Red Bull. So I guess I got something in my stomach, right? Is that down? You guys want the souvenir pepper spray that sprayed that guy the other night? The other half of the can? Yeah. When Furry was my friend, Furry gave me like 5 of them. Furry's the one that gave me those. You know, when Furry used to be my friend, once upon a time, when people want to use you for your views and clicks and views and subs, they want to get popular on their channel, you know, through you or through me, you know, and all of a sudden people get ghosted. The only one that ever fought to be by my side, guys, that never left but was never welcome was what's his name? Ice Cold. He's the only one that never left. He always, you know, he always fought to be by my side. But like I said, it was never anything personal with Ice Cold. He was just too much of a firecracker for me. Can't have too many firecrackers because everything explodes, you know. But yeah, that's the one guy that always, you know, got mad that he wasn't able to go with me and never just cut me off. And, you know, everybody else just cut me off, guys. So it is what it is. People use and abuse you guys. That's what it is. They pretend to be your friend, and all of a sudden, when you need them the most, they're not there for you. Or they want to troll you. They want to troll you all day. But yeah, those blue pepper spray cans came from Furry Fuzzy Burrito. The fuzzy. Why not help a friend out? They're getting views from you and everything. Seriously. Alicia Lopez, what's good? Thank you guys for tuning in again. Yeah, you know, it is what it is, guys. And, you know, it's nothing to complain about. It's just people are weird. People are weird. They only use you to blow themselves up. You know, now I understand the distance. When I first started auditing, there was you know, all the auditors at that time, you know, they all kept their distance, and I always wondered why. You know, like why don't these guys, you know, why aren't they welcoming you? Why don't they want new channels around or help out new upcoming channels, you know? But you see, now I know why, because, you know, luckily I grew my channel in the beginning with no help. I did go out with a couple of auditors in the beginning just to get a feel for what it was, and then I exploded on my own, you know? But I can't say that I stole subs from people, because I was out there doing mad work, you know, by myself for a long time, you know, so I grew my channel. That's what I'm proud of. I was able to grow my own channel, get my own subs, and put up my own videos with my own creation, you know, so it's not like I was out there riding somebody's high horse, you know what I mean? But what can you do, guys? What can you do? Oh, yo. Appreciate you, yo. Thank. It's Taco Tuesday. Yeah, I was talking to Downey this morning, and we might new little venture. I'll let you guys know when we got it in place. But if you guys are in the LA area, you know, maybe you guys could come link up with us and support what we're doing. But, you know, soon to be announced, guys. Me and Downey Transparent I are gonna do it together. It doesn't have anything to do with auditing, though. Just a new little venture that we're gonna put ourselves into. So give out more details when the time is right. Yeah, I was talking to Downey this morning. He's been doing pretty good, trying to stay busy and stuff. So, but yeah, that's about it, guys. What you gonna do? Cocktail, did Downey retire? Yeah, Downey, you know, I guess he started getting a little bit sick here and there, you know. I'll let him tell you more about it if you guys have a chance to, you know, talk to him about it. But yeah, Downey wasn't doing too good for a little while, and I'm glad he's back on his feet. So, but yeah, I always felt nervous having Downey out there because of, you know, just because of his health status, you know. It was always a risk. And he'll tell you himself, you know, he was never out there 100%, but he definitely did make a name for himself too, you know. He was out there putting in the work. Yeah, Downey's doing good. He's doing good, guys. He'll be back on a new venture pretty soon, you know. But you know how it is, guys. Bringing back the pizza party 2025. Something like that. It's something like that. Not gonna lie. When I would translate for Downey, is that down? Yeah, what's up, 707? I still good Riverside? Hell no, that was a rat. Hell no. Nah, that fool put himself in, you know, he chose the wrong crowd. He ended up in jail. And then he tried to divide the community. He tried to use you guys against me and try to, you know, complain that, oh guys, he doesn't want me to go with him. He doesn't let me go. Oh man, that guy was a little whiny crybaby. No, I don't talk to that lame anymore. Hell no. Hell no. Another one for the bucket. For the spit bucket. Why does everybody end up in that spit bucket, guys? What's up with that? Sick guest was, is that her? Huh? Delete the video, my boy. What's up, Johnny? Casey's auditing with Impact now? Yeah, I bet. I bet. Yeah, it was kind of overwhelming having, you know, all these guys always want to link up and go audit and shit like that, you know. Where are they now? Where are they now? None of your business, bro. Looking good? Is that down? Do I look different with the trim beard? I don't look like a saspalo anymore, or what? Yeah, all I can say is, you know, get out there and film the police, guys. Do it your way, you know. There's other channels that copy everything I do and sound exactly how I sound, and they have no style of their own, you know. So you gotta get out there and be original. Do it your way. That's it, you know. Yeah, I had a rough time enough trying to grow my own channel. Imagine you're over here trying to grow everybody else's channel for them. Always announcing everybody and go subscribe here, go subscribe there, and Go do this, go do that, you know? We'll see how I'm feeling tonight, guys, and maybe I'll go hit the streets tonight, but I've been feeling pretty nasty the last couple of days, so it's been rough. It's been pretty rough. Chatting and driving. I can't chat and drive? Is that the out? I can't do that? All of a sudden? Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Support. No, I don't have the canister on me. I think I do. Look. Now, why are you trying to start problems with me now that I don't have the pepper spray? Yeah, no, it's not in here. I think it's at my house. I gotta order some more. All I have is that one can left, and I use half of it on that one dude. GG4 and sour milk and wolf, is that down? Is that the good? Yeah, I've been trying to stay a little bit more active on YouTube. If you haven't seen the latest uploads, go check them out. If you've seen them already, then just support the channel and go check them out again. And if you did, then thank you guys for supporting the channel. Appreciate you guys. Just trying to get the viewers back up and get the revenue back up. That's about it. G-Money. Appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the weather to change just a little bit, so I can do a couple of audits. I got a couple of good ones lined up, guys. I think they're going to be good anyways, but I got a couple of spots that are, you know, government contractors that you know, they've been helping out ICE and helping out the feds lately, doing certain work for them. So I got a couple of those lined up. Let's see how they react to a camera out in front of their building. Then we'll rub it in their face that they're out there, they're ICE supporters, and I bet you anything they have a ton of, you know, Mexican and Latino workers working for them. They're over here doing work for ICE and the feds, you know. So I got a couple of them, you know, ready to rock. It's just been super deadly hot out here lately. I don't know what the hell's going on. Summer's supposed to be over, but it seems like it just begun. Yesterday was kind of gloomy. Not too gloomy, but it was gloomy enough to think that the weather's changing. Sock checks. You guys are sock checking me while I'm driving and chatting? Hey. Hold on, let me see if I got the right socks on though. Oh yeah, I do. Alright, sock check. Sock checkers. Bam! Sick ass fool. You guys thought you were gonna get me with the low ones today, huh? Hell no. Got the sick ass boots on today. You can't have low socks with boots. Is that black ice or new car smell? Thank you guys. Thank you for the support. Yeah, I try when I came out here, you know, and started auditing, I try to come up with my own style. It's just, you know, everybody wanted to do the same thing. Everybody wanted to be Shanduli. Is that down? There's only one Shandu. Why is there so many? Why does everybody want to be Shanduli? There's only one Shandu. Is that down? You guys want me to pick up Shandu? What is problem? Oh shit, my friend. Oh shit. What are problem? What are you telling me, my friend? You guys need that guy, huh? You guys need Shandu. Nobody likes Shandu. Everybody's a racist against Shandu. Everybody tells Shandu to go back to where you came from or go back to your country. But this problem, I am from California, my friend. Born and raised in California, my friend. What is problem? You know? Shandu's not foreign. He's domestic. He's a domestic hero. Shandu stands for all racism. Or stands against all racism, should I say. Yeah, he doesn't like, you know, to be profiled, but you know what? People profile Shandu to the T. It's the beard, it's, you know, the color of skin, it's the beard, it's the accent, you know? What are you telling me, my friend? I do not understand. What's the problem, my friend? I'm not your friend. Like that one guy, I'm not your friend. All of a sudden, am I your friend? Am I your friend, huh? People get all crazy. Stone Shandu. Shanduli is local. Why did you redeem the card, Shandu? What are you telling me? That is not my friend. Man, it used to kill me when Downey used to do Shandu, and then he would just start like gibberishing. Even I used to trip out on him, like, what the hell did he just say? Imagine Shanduli tripping out on somebody for you know, for their speech. Man, that was hilarious. Looking Downey. Shout out to Downey, guys. Shout out to Downey. Give a thumbs up for Downey, guys. Hell yeah. You seen a video of somebody doing Shandu? Is that down? There's some fool like in another state somewhere, and that fool was like, he straight out, he straight out bit the whole Shanduli everything. He was straight out talking in Shandu and what this problem and herika shalamihala. What the heck? Like, dude, why don't you come up with your own original style? Like, why does everybody want to be Shandu? Shandu's not even that badass, you know? To be like, oh, I want to be that guy. You know what I mean? You know? It's not like, you know, he's not like some badass character that, oh, hell yeah, that guy's, you know, he's the best. I want to be Shandu. All of a sudden, people want to be Shandu. What a bunch of sick individuals. Gotta love it, though. Gotta love it. I'm just saying, though, you know, be original. Come up with your own style. Come up with your own thing. And there was nobody doing Shandu when I started doing Shandu. Nobody. Not one person. You know? That character was born and raised on SGV News First. Born and raised. But it just trips me out how there's channels in other states that want to be Shandu. That's a trip. Oh, Shalamihala, Shalamihala. Oh, man. That's amazing. The influence. The cops need to meet him. Is that down? The cops don't like Shandu either. I've got put in handcuffs so many times in Shandu character. Got arrested, went to jail in full-blown Shandu character, guys. That was hilarious. I didn't stop speaking Shandu until I hit the cell and I was locked up. Then I broke character, but yeah. No, it's also hilarious when you're in full Shandu character and all of a sudden SGV News comes into play. The original, you know, just, oh, what'd you say? What'd you say? Oh, you thought I didn't speak English. Man, people used to profile big time. It's crazy. Oh, Alex, when I was able to sing in church, they didn't let me play the drums though. I wanted to play the drums. They didn't let me in. They let me in, but they didn't let me all the way in. I was gonna do the drop beat for them. You should wear a turban. Shandu can get deported with that accent. Is that down? For reals, huh? Oh shit, my friend, what's this problem? This is America. Love America. I got rights in America, my friend, with this problem. Imagine. Oh yeah, Shandu will get deported quick. Love America. Do you have any advice for people wanting to start auditing? yes, definitely make sure not to go onto private property, guys. If you're gonna do audits, stay off of their property. And know your local rights, guys. Look up your local ordinances for filming in public, for filming the police. Know if you're in a stop and ID state. You know, those are important facts, because a lot of people, you know, cops show up and they ask you for ID, and right away I remember reaching in my pocket and giving ID every time the cops asked for it when I didn't know my rights, you know, when I was young, you know. And cops would ask you for ID for any reason. Right away you're reaching in your pocket giving them ID, you know, and that's just a violation of my Fourth Amendment, you know. You guys got to know your rights, you know the Constitution, read up on the Constitution, know the amendments, you know. Practice what you preach, guys. Practice what you preach. You're gonna be out here all about the First Amendment. Learn what the First Amendment's all about. Second Amendment, learn what the Second Amendment's all about. You know, you want to plead the Fifth, you know. You guys, it's, you know, and also you know, keep your composure. Don't get out of line. Don't be a public nuisance, you know. I mean, I'm one to speak. I've done so much, you know, learned so much, done so much in the process. But I'll give you better advice than any advice that anybody's ever given me, you know. I don't want you guys arrested. We don't want to be arrested. A lot of cops are like, oh yeah, you got what you wanted, right? Like, what makes you think I wanted to go to jail? I want you to know the law and to protect my rights, you know, not to be a douchebag and arrest me because you think that's what I wanted. You know, cops are dumb, guys. Cops are really dumb, you know. They're abuse of authority, and they don't even know the law, some of them. I'm not speaking for all of them, you know. I'm not speaking for them at all. I'm just speaking from my knowledge. You know, they only know a certain like maybe they only know like 5 or 6 penal codes that they probably use to abuse their authority, you know. So don't be fooled by these cops out here. They don't know the law, guys. You know, how about all those pigs that are always like, oh, get out of the street. Like, oh, well, what law am I breaking? You know, you're in the roadway. Like, dude, the whole street is blocked. How am I in the roadway causing a hazard? You know? You got to be able to come up with, you know, solutions to their antics, because they're always trying to get you on something. You know, so be safe out there, guys. Don't get arrested. It's not worth it to get arrested. It's nice to, you know, to do your videos and be out there, you know, preaching the good word of the Constitution and everything, but don't get arrested, guys. It's not worth it. It's not worth your freedom. It's not worth having a record, you know. You definitely don't want to you definitely don't just want to pick up a record just for filming, guys. I still have a clean record. You know, I've been arrested so many times, but luckily all those charges have been dropped. You know, I don't have anything on my record at all. So, you know, be safe out there, guys. You know. You know, YouTube is not worth fucking going to jail for. That's for damn sure. That's all I gotta say. You turned yourself in like a dummy, hermano. Sick ass fool. Yeah, I mean, it's really just putting a damper on the taxpayers, to get arrested, because all that money wasted for them to arrest you and put you through the system, and then for them to say, "Oh, sorry, no charges." Oh, no, and the DA's like, there's no way that we can charge this guy for anything you guys arrested for. Let him go. You know what I mean? Straight out. It's just not even worth it. It's not worth the bail. All that money we wasted on bail, guys, never get that money back. And for what? For them to drop the charges or never pursue the charges? I've never even seen a courtroom for any of those charges that I got arrested for, guys. Don't let people fool you and say, "Oh yeah, you got to stand your ground till you get arrested." Know your rights, guys. Know your rights. Know the boundaries of private and public property, and do your diligence. Do your due diligence and check. If you really want to be safe, check property lines. Go the whole 9 yards. But yeah, it's crazy out there, guys. It's crazy. So many cops are so uneducated. They just want to arrest you because that's what they're used to. They're used to people not knowing the law, and right away they want to get you for anything they can. Yeah, there's only so much Scientology you can do, SS Morales. Those were good videos, but there comes a time where you visited the same place too many times, and it becomes from being an audit to a harassment type of thing, and I definitely don't want to be on that side of the law. You definitely don't want to be sued for harassment and stuff like that. That's why I don't, go audit the same place 10 times in a row or 5 times in a row or not even 2 times in a row, Yeah, that was definitely learning experience, those Scientology audits, man. That was crazy. Yeah, just, and then not only that, but just the cops, man. The cops are bought off by the Scientologist. Yeah, you can't trust the cops when it comes to Scientology, guys. Those guys, Scientology donates so much money to the police that they protect them at all costs. Any city you go to where there's a Scientologist, even all the way down to the gold base. Remember the gold base over there in like Hemet? We went out there, and even the cops out there were paid off by Scientology. They were paid to come and get our information so that they can give it to them and let them know who's out in front of their building, It's not safe, dude. It's not safe. Yeah, just be careful up there, guys. If you guys are gonna do Scientology, I mean, hey, you do it at your own will and do what you want, but I'll tell you, like Nasty Nathaniel, I think he ended up getting sued by Scientology for harassment or something, or remember he had that guy Parker Osmond tattooed on his arm, and I think he had Parker Osmond tattooed a couple times on his body, and I think they ended up, I don't know, Nasty Nathaniel could correct me on that, but I believe he caught a lawsuit for that. For that harassment, so dang accident. Hey, where'd your door go? He lost the door. But yeah, no, it just becomes too much, you know. I've had my share of Scientology audits, and I'm done. They don't even trip out anymore on cameras. Before, the only reason I started doing Scientology audits, because I would see on the news how they would beat up media. They would like push people away and, you know, get all violent with them. They beat up this one guy one time and handcuffed the Scientologist security guards, you know. So I was like, oh hell no, they ain't gonna do that to me. Let's go. So that, I mean, that's, you know, that's the whole, and not only that, but also their policies, and, you know, it was just some weirdo stuff to me, you know. So I felt like I test the waters and go see what it's about, you know, go see, you know, how they really treat the people. But they did break my camera a couple of times, like once or twice, and the cops didn't do anything about it. They literally just, you know, brushed it under the rug. Said, yeah, nothing we can do about this. There was that one guy at the Santa Ana org or whatever it's called. That guy one time broke my camera, and then you know, that's when I was a little bit more ruthless. I was in spy mode, you know. I went inside the building, and they didn't like that I pulled out my camera and I was recording certain things. This guy breaks my camera, cops show up, and they didn't do anything about it. They didn't file no report. They didn't do nothing. They pretended like they would, but at the end of the day, nothing came out of it. You know, but after that, they learned, guys. They learned not to put hands on people. I remember I got swatted at Scientology in Pomona. Maybe that one I should go revisit. That was definitely something to revisit. Actually, I've revisited that place plenty of times after they swatted me. They swatted me, said that I had a gun. So the cops show up, guns drawn, throw me on the ground, handcuff me, lay my fork. They unlawfully searched me. They unlawfully seized my, you know, all my information through my ID, you know, and then they just let me go. Like, oh well, yeah, no, he doesn't have nothing, just let him go. And I even filed a complaint with the Pasadena Police Department for that. Nothing was ever done. I was never interviewed for nothing. You know, the cops are bought off, guys. They're paid by Scientology. They put a lot of money in their pockets for them to be on their side. And it's not like, oh, this is a, you know, leave these poor people alone. No, these are people that are, you know, conning people into buying all these programs and books and all these life-changing, you know, sessions. They open up credit cards in your name. They apply for, you know, 10 or 20 different credit card companies at the same time. And then if they're all approved, guess what? They max them all out. Tell you that, you know, you got to give everything to the church, you know, and that's how you're helping save the world. Are you serious? Me giving you all my money is going to help save the world? I don't think so. So yeah, just some weirdo stuff, man. That was some weirdo stuff. I mean, but who am I, you know? If you're gonna get conned and you're gonna actually let yourself get to that point, either you need help, you need guidance, or you're just stupid. I don't know. I just don't know. It's crazy. Later, Tommy Wood. Tommy Wood is out. Shout out to un plato de albóndigas con tortillas. To roll and dip. Is that down? Hell yeah. Man, I remember when I was young, guys, I used to see those L. Ron Hubbard commercials on TV, and I used to trip out, you know, like on the, I don't know if you guys remember back in the 90s, they would have L. Ron Hubbard commercials on TV, and they'll be trying to sell those Dianetics, the Dianetics books. Not that I was like, oh, what is this all about? But I remember seeing them. I remember seeing L. Ron Hubbard on TV on a commercial trying to sell his stuff, you know? But yeah, that's crazy. Just some crazy stuff, guys. What can you do? When you can con millions of people and get away with it, you know? There's people that given everything they got to Scientology just because they think they're going to save the world with their billion-year contract. That means for 1 billion years you sold your soul to the devil. You literally sold every last piece of your soul to the devil. Or I mean to L. Ron Hubbard. My bad. Did I say the devil? I didn't mean that. Did I say that? 1 billion year. Imagine, guys, we can't even make it to 100, but you want to sign 1 billion year contract, reassuring them that your next life you're going to be a Scientology, and 1 billion years of your next lives you're going to be a Scientologist. It's crazy. Who would even agree to something like that? Who even thinks that's possible? You just sold 1 billion years of life to Scientology. Wow. Yeah, there's just so much about that. I wouldn't even call it a religion. There's just so much about Scientology that people don't know. Craziness. 1 billion year contract. Yeah, craziness, guys. Agree to something like that unless you're literally, you know, conned into it, you know. But they make it seem like, oh yeah, you take these courses and your life is going to be 100% better if you follow through with these courses, you know. Yeah, I hear you, Molly. Yeah, they even got Tom Cruise. They even got Tom Cruise. I bet you anything Tom Cruise will be the next leader of Scientology if David Miscavige ever loses his life, or, you know, whatever happens to him. I guarantee you that Tom Cruise will be the next leader Which is weird, man. Oh man, I don't know. You guys are making me think about this too much. You're taking me back to my old days. I'm gonna have to start auditing them again. I just think it's so weird, you know. You got Tom Cruise and all these other. He tried to get his ex-wife to join, and she wasn't dumb enough to do it. So, you know. Weirdo stuff. Yeah, when I was growing up, my mom was a Jehovah's Witness, and you know, I was kind of forced into the religion. But when I got old enough, I got out of that real quick. I straight out told my mom I didn't want to be a part of that, you know. Just because of the life experiences I had with that, you know, with that religion. It was, you know, it's always good to believe in something, to have something that, you know, you think is gonna, you know, help you and, you know, have something to have hope in, you know. But yeah, no, it's just. Some weirdo stuff right there too. Jehovah's Witnesses they also have like a disconnect. You know how the Scientologists have a disconnect policy, where if you're anybody that doesn't agree with Scientology, even it could be your mom, your dad, it could be your son, it could, you know, be your wife, you know, they'll force you to disconnect from those individuals, or that individual, or any individual that that doesn't believe in what you believe in, you know. And Jehovah's Witnesses are kind of the same, you know. They call it they call people that are not in their religion, they call them worldly people. Well, those are worldly people is what they call them. And that's another weirdo religion right there. I was just a teenager when I decided I didn't want to do it no more, you know? Early teens. Maybe like 13, maybe 14 years old, when I decided I didn't want to be a part of that religion. Because my oldest brother was baptized into that religion, and they disfellowshipped them because you know, you can't drink or you can't do anything worldly, you know, when you're baptized into that religion, because they'll disfellowship you. And, you know, my brother was a sick-ass DJ, always going to parties and stuff, and drinking and smoking and all that stuff, you know, and they ended up ratting on him. Somebody that was with him, or somebody that saw him, that was a Jehovah's Witness, ratted on him to the elders, and they disfellowshipped him. So he had to sit in the back. He had to sit in the back by himself. Nobody could talk to him. And this was anybody that got disfellowshipped. You had to sit in the back room by yourself. You weren't able to speak to anybody. You literally had to prove yourself to you know, to good standards back into the religion. It was ridiculous. I was like, this is not a, you know, this is not God's work, you know. God doesn't say, you know, punish the reckless and, you know, make them seem foolish. You know what I mean? But, you know, I don't know what God's word is. There's so many books of the Bible out there, you don't know what to believe. All you could do is have faith in, you know, just have faith in what you believe in, and that's it, you know. It's crazy. It's craziness. What religion is that? The Jehovah's Witnesses. very clear? Are you a man of Shandu? Yeah, wearing the long jean skirts. Yeah. It's a personal thing. Yep, there's one creator, exactly. There's not 20 different gods, creators out there, you know, like, yeah, but it's just, Jehovah's Witnesses were something else, guys, something else. But I was as young, I was like a, young kid conditioned into, this religion, and I didn't know anything else until I got a little bit older and I started seeing, how this religion functioned, and I didn't agree with it. And my mom wasn't happy that I didn't want to go, but she had no choice. I wasn't going to go. And my pops, he was never a Jehovah's Witness, so he was just like, well, if he doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to go. You know what I mean? Don't make him go. So after that, I just didn't attach myself to any religion. I was just like, screw that. I have my own beliefs. I believe in God, the creator, and that's it, Doesn't have to have a certain title, a certain name. His name is not Xenu or Jehovah or, you know what I mean? Just whatever, dude. So yeah, that's why I trip out on that. Michael Jackson. Yeah, Michael Jackson was supposedly a Jehovah's Witness. Where am I heading? I'm heading home right now. I just got off of work. You worship on Shandu Sunday? Shandu Sunday. Do you smoke bud all day long, all day strong? Yes, sir. None of your business. Yeah, I know. They created religion to and I mean, I don't know. My thoughts are that they created religion for I don't know. I mean, I really don't even, I don't even know what I'm saying. I feel like they created religions to keep people in check, to have them fear something. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. Who the hell am I to tell you why they created religion? I just feel like they created it to put fear in people, that God will strike down on you for this and this and that. You know what I mean? God will strike down on sinners. God will strike, But I mean, for some people, it does help. It does help, Gets into your head. It keeps you straight. It keeps you honest. It keeps you hopeful, and you have faith in something, but you can have all those things out of religion, you don't have to be attached to a religion to have all those things, you could still be honest and faithful and truthful to yourself and to others, and you can have all those things without having to attach yourself. In my opinion, guys, this is just my opinion. You don't have to attach yourself to something like that. You don't have to give your money to somebody for them to preach a good word to you, Want to read the Bible? Read it on your own. You don't have to organize. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, You don't have to organize with a group to feel better. Because look at guys, look at all these church audits that we do. You think these people are good people? You really think these people are good people? People that come out and they start acting dumb in front of your camera and they call the cops on you. Like, you think these are good people? I don't think so. They'd rather come and mess with you throughout their service than to go hear the word of God. You know, these are people that just do it as a bad habit, is how I see it. You know, people that show up to church and they want to come harass you for what you're doing. You know, if I'm doing an audit and they want to spend all their time messing with you instead of going in and catching a good seat in the house, and so that they can be focused and, you know, being able to, you know, be in the moment with God. No, they just, it's fake. You know, the way I see it, it's fake. They just show up because, you know, whatever their reason is. I don't know why they go, but they're not true to God. If they were godly people, they would be loving and welcoming, you know. And we have seen that some churches do welcome, you know, oh, you guys are welcome to come in and this and that, but there's always that bad apple that turns it, you know, for the whole, you know, establishment. All of a sudden, like there was this one place, they were like, oh, we don't care what language you speak, and we were out there doing Shandu. Oh, what is problem? Oh, shit, my friend. You know, and then, you know, the guys come out and they're like, oh, no, it doesn't matter what language you speak or how you look, what color skin you got. Everybody's welcome. Come in and, you know, preach the word of God with us and blah, 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 you know. And that's a rare occasion, you know. Most of the time, they're out there harassing us and calling the cops. Like that one guy that came and attacked us, you know, like it's crazy. How many times have we been attacked doing a church audit, you know? Like, these are not good people. It's just a bad habit, you know, is the way I see it. It's their bad habit for them to go to church and to act like they're a godly person, and then all of a sudden, you know, they're over here beating you up, you know, grabbing your stuff and pushing you away, you know. It's madness. It's madness, guys. It's madness. It's definitely not something that you want to attach yourself to, you know. Who's gonna say, oh, that's a great, oh, I like that audit that SGV did, I'm gonna go join that church? Hell no. You're gonna be like, oh, hell, I ain't never going to that church, you know. Who the hell wants to be attacked for having a camera, you know, for First Amendment rights, the same rights, the same amendment that you're practicing today with your freedom of religion and your freedom of speech. I got my freedom of press, you know. Part of the First Amendment. But yeah, just craziness, guys. Be careful with religions. I'm not telling you not to go to church, guys. You guys believe in what you believe in, you know, that's fine, you know. But at the end of the day, nobody should influence you to give up your hard-earned money and follow their rules, you know. You should be free at church. Church should be like something that, you know, it's just, you know, you're allowed to be there with no there shouldn't be anything attached to going to church, you know, having to give a donation or having to act a certain way or be a certain way. Anybody should be able to go to church and, you know, no matter what, you know, they should be able to, you know, enjoy themselves at church. You know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, some people go to church because they didn't feel good about, you know, they want to pray for forgiveness, you know. So let them pray for forgiveness and let them be on their way, you know. That's what it is. Yeah, no pressure. Exactly, Alicia. If you're scared, go to church. Exactly. You know, so this, you know, it's just crazy it's just crazy how they influence you they you know, make you feel like you have to, you know, do certain things, act a certain way, dress a certain way, you know, and feel a certain way. No, you should be able to be who you are, show up, feel the remorse, pray for forgiveness for your sins, and then feel better when you get out of there. Not go attack the camera guy, because you don't like what he's doing. You know what I mean? Is Shanduli Muslim? No, Shanduli's not Muslim. Shanduli's not Muslim. He's just Shandu. He's just Shandu, guys. Yeah, they could solve the homelessness crisis. You're right. I've seen churches call the cops on homeless, and I thought those were the first ones that should be welcomed in. Give them a shower, clean them up. Let them use your establishment. Give them some food. Give them the good word. Give them some faith. This is the guy at the bottom of the barrel right now. Somebody that's homeless that turns to a church. Those are the people that should be welcomed in to live a better life. To expect, that somebody's there for them. It's like, yeah, it's crazy. It's craziness. What's up, Tish? Yeah, man, I don't know. What can you do? What can you do, guys? Anyways, I think I've taken enough of your time for this afternoon, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. We just got home. And I'll go take some medicine. Hopefully I feel better, and I'll be out there tonight for you guys. Go do some cop watching or something. So thank you guys all for tuning in and listening to my BS. And if I missed you, I apologize. Fred Johnson. If you guys can tune in later on, if I'm out there cop watching, guys, it really does mean a lot to me. And yeah, I'm gonna go take some medicine, try to take a nap or something. Hopefully I feel better, and we'll get back at it, guys. Until the next one, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.